Hey guys, I'm Belle and you're watching Austin Underground. I'm here with Dan from Daniel Eyes and the Vibes. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. So how has South by been treating you so far?
South by's been awesome. All of our shows are kind of stacked at the end of the week. So we've just been going around and hanging out and meeting people and being busy and stuff. We played one show at the beginning of the week, so we kind of got our juices flowing.
Yeah.
Ready. Yeah, we're ready to go.
So any interesting bands you've seen so far that are like in your memory now?
Any interesting bands that I've seen so far? I don't think I've seen anybody new that I've been walking around with just some friends of mine from out of town who are mainly in the rap world. So I've been doing a bunch of different things and kind of just going to like Austin industry stuff.
All like the local stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. So you just released Sweet Dreaming and it's described to be like calling to childhood and the simplicity, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Right? So what drew you to write about that concept?
I think it's all the songs on the EP kind of have a similar topic, writing topic, I'd say. Basically, all the songs kind of came to me after a year of living down in Austin. I was about to move back to New York and through a series of events decided to stay. And then the songs just kind of came to me, and they're really just, I guess, kind of about living in a new city and trying to find your way and, you know, get things that you want to get done. And I think a lot of how you see your future is kind of based on what your past is. So those are the kind of thematic, things that are going on in the songs.
So do you like it here in Austin?
Yeah, Austin's great. It's such an amazing community of musicians here, and all my friends are in bands, and there's no shortage of good music and great venues, and I mean it's just such a supportive little like circle.
Yeah. So would you say that Austin has had like an impact on your creative lifestyle?
Yeah. I've started to say y'all a lot, but yeah, I mean there's a strong history of like blues rock here, which definitely is kind of like the vein that we're in right now. But it's like one of my favorite bars is a place called White Horse, and there's great honky tonk there all the time, and that's the type of thing that you don't see live on the East Coast at all. I've just picked up influences from a ton of local people, and just going out and listening to music, and started listening to more roots driven music once I got down here, and a lot of friends of mine have expanded my musical horizons. So I think just moving to a new city also opened my mind up to kind of taking in a lot of different influences. It's been great.
That's cool. I'm glad Austin has had that vibe on you.
Yeah, and I think it definitely comes out in some of the guitar playing and how I deliver vocals and stuff. So you can pick up on it if you dig around and find stuff that I was writing when I was like 15.
Yeah. Interesting. So I really like the name of Desert Cocaine. It's interesting. So what lured you to name a song?
So it's actually dessert cocaine.
Oh.
And it's basically like a metaphor. It's using like the metaphor of like a sweet tooth for overindulgence a little bit. And I got the name from a friend of mine who was texting me like a picture of some dessert that they were eating and wrote, dessert cocaine.
Yeah.
And it kind of just summed up this thing. I have a bad sweet tooth.
Yeah.
So I kind of find that like sometimes when you're trying to find your personal freedom, you tend to overstep your personal boundaries without realizing it, and it sometimes that kind of like allows you to really understand like where you want to place yourself and like just the things you want to be and like what type of dude you want to be. So that's kind of what the song's about. Trying to find that balance between like letting yourself be free but not tying yourself back at the same time.
Yeah, okay. It's really interesting. All right, so you just released visuals for Sweet Dreaming, or like wearing a white shirt and like playing images of like past movies, right?
Yeah.
So how have those movies made an impact on your life today?
The movie scene, we came up with that just like the day before we shot, and it was just kind of like to add to the idea of the video is just to kind of sequence a bunch of vignettes that have a dreamlike feel to them, and a lot of them were kind of based on past experiences I've had, but we purposely left them open to interpretation. So the movie thing was just, the whole theme of, your dreams to your future kind of like are based on your past. So there were a lot of, I think I was in love with movies like Grease and Cry Baby and like old rock and roll movies when I was a kid. So trying to put some of that in there. And then there's like another scene in the video where I'm cutting apples and there's a trippy white man like staring at me. And that's kind of, paying tribute to my days as a barback. Just like all these things that you do to realize your dreams. Sometimes you come across a lot of struggle, and we were trying to show that side of it in an artistic way.
Yeah, interesting. So you're called Daniel Eyes in the Vibes. So what kind of vibes do you try to release whenever you're like making music?
I think we're just trying to bring back a little bit of like rock and roll, just straight up, rock and roll to what's going on in the modern music scene right now. And I think what it comes down to is like putting on a great live show. That's kind of our MO right now. And we just want people to be excited and kind of open their mind to like good songwriting and a good live performance.
Yeah. All right. So last question: do you have any upcoming plans for the band after South by?
Yeah, we're doing our first tour to the East Coast in the beginning of May. That'll be good because I get to go play my hometown, and everybody in the band is kind of hitting. All of our hometowns are kind of on the route that we're taking. So it should be really fun, and then we should get back in the studio and start recording new material in a couple weeks, like right after South by in April. Probably release some stuff throughout the year, and then hopefully like another EP or LP at the end of the year.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting. We're all excited to watch it or to hear and watch everything unfold. And thank you for being here.